First, though, we're starting off by just tickling your imagination on how to decorate for Halloween this year. Will your theme be bright and colorful? Will it be something more edgy, a little eerie even? No matter your style, here's our suggestion to use what you have on hand for your Halloween decor. You can do it by repurposing, rearranging, and pulling out some old items hanging out in the storage room. It makes for decor that is quietly creepy, and that can be fun and engaging. Melanie Miner has been collecting ideas for us. It's great to have you. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
So I'm looking over your display, which is just that quietly creepy.
Yes.
But as I zero in on details, here's the thing. There's a Japanese fan that by itself would be really elegant and sophisticated.
Yeah.
But yet it's creepy, right?
Yes.
There's an antler that by itself would be rustic.
Yes.
It's creepy. There's these cotton blossoms that by themselves would be kind of farmhouse chic, but suddenly everything is creepy. So what's the secret to pulling this together and pulling off this vibe?
The secret is layering. Layer, layer, layer. Bring in blacks, bring in the dark, moody colors, and layer it with those different objects.
Okay.
And it will give a totally different vibe that's kind of eerie and moody and Edgar Allan Poe-ish feeling.
You've nailed it, Melanie.
It's fun. It's a fun, different way to decorate.
The moody colors, I think, in addition to layering, you mentioned the moody color palette, and I think that's key. This tablecloth kind of makes everything take on that feel.
Yes, definitely. And then also like bringing in like roses and things. And these roses we dipped in wax. So we just got just a black candle.
Okay.
And melted it in a saucepan. And then dipped the roses in the wax.
These are real roses.
They're real roses, yes.
Oh my gosh, look at this.
So, and this one has more, obviously like more dipping than this one. This one we did like 3, and this one's just 1 dip.
But still the effect is just
so it just gives
creepy.
kind of that wilted, eerie, fun Halloween.
And I was going to say, normally my mind goes, well, are fresh flowers really worth the investment? But the more they wilt, the better they are.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
So you could pull this off at the beginning of the month and let them just kind of droop and do their thing.
We haven't had them this long, but I don't think that they're pretty solid. Like, I don't think that
they're not going
anywhere. Go anywhere. Yeah.
That alone makes a statement, right? In an entranceway, that just takes it to Halloween. Tell us what else you've done with the textures and even the like mossy florals. Yeah,
so bringing in like florals, obviously, so like dark roses, dark purples, things that are wilted and dead, basically.
Celebrate it.
Bringing those in, yes. And then also like books. I love having books, and even finding books that are Edgar Allan Poe books, or one says something about like fingers, or like black with embossed gold is really cool.
These are the books I would normally walk right past at the DI or at a thrift store, but for this time of year, they're perfect.
Yes, they're so fun.
What about the bottles? How did you get them dusty and murky?
Bottles, they just came that way.
Oh, just didn't clean them for a while.
Okay. Don't clean them. Well, and you can find antique vintage bottles and just using those and layering those. Even just doing all bottles along your mantle would be so cool.
Well, that amber glass, again, taps into that moodier palette.
Ambers and greens and even like blues, like dark blues, and I've seen some darker purples as well.
Like I'm looking at these items I told Melanie that I already own, and I'm thinking, they're all creepy. Is my house creepy? And she just laughed and said, well, it could be. Yeah, it could be. So before we move on from florals, and while we're talking about the bottles, I love the feather touch down front.
Yes. So feathers. Feathers is also another great way to layer, and to have like the brass, like you talked about the brasses, bringing the brasses and those kind of warmer, like textures and colors. And then also having artwork and finding cool, maybe black and white.
Okay.
Big eye.
I was doing fine. Like, okay, yes, this is tastefully creepy until I saw that picture. What is the story behind that?
So this picture is actually a big eye. I don't know if you've seen the movie. It's called Big Eyes.
We are kind of catching up on this. I was unfamiliar with it.
Yeah, and this is actually an original print.
Wow.
So, which is hard to find. And it's actually, so it's signed Walter Kinney, when it's actually, it wasn't him, it was his wife that
did all of this artwork, and then if you haven't seen the movie, he put it under his name.
Yes.
Turned into a big lawsuit.
Yes.
But here's the work for our Halloween pleasure.
I mean, it's beautiful artwork, but to layer in with Halloween stuff, it just kind of gives that little creepier vibe to it. Yeah.
Is it beautiful when it's paired with all of this? It does. It takes on a totally different look.
And then we also made this wreath, which is another really quick, easy way just to roll up old book pages.
And you've just grouped them together.
And just group them together, and then put a cute little raven in.
Everyone has an existing wreath form, I feel like. I have 2, I know, because I just cleaned out the storage room this weekend pulling out all my Halloween decor. But you've just added to it, clumped it, layered it.
And it was so easy. And this one's fun too, because there's some like wilting leaves and stuff already on the wreath. So don't worry about that. Just put them on whatever is dying on your wreath.
Whatever's dying and dead, bring it out. Yeah. I have to draw a line in the sand, no pun intended. You went way too far with the pitchfork.
I love the pitchfork. I think it's fun.
What is this?
Oh my gosh. Just a pitchfork. So just to bring some texture and even to bring like some height even into decorating. So I think it's fun.
And it's for the pitchfork, positioned next to the front door, might I add. Yeah. Oh, awesome. Any other details that you want to point out?
You know what, there's actually, I really love these little creepy.
I'm seeing a dark side to Melanie Miner that I did not know existed.
I love Halloween. It's one of my favorites.
What are these?
These are just, I picked these up at Michael's.
Okay.
And they're just old pictures of people, of older people.
Right.
And I think like old black and white pictures. And just even lay those around and stack them in cups.
Oh, this is your confetti now, is it?
Yeah, it's kind of your confetti for Halloween. I just think those are really fun to put around your house.
I love how we're using the most positive adjectives ever. Beautiful, fun, happy Halloween. No,
it's so fun.
So Michael's, I do like these. I think it's cool tucked into the glass like that, where they kind of poke out.
So you can see kind of the different black and white and little. There's animals as well. So
we're inspired in the most twisted way, and if we want more inspiration, we can visit the store. You guys really come alive this time of year.
Absolutely. So to Market, we're located on Main Street in Kaysville, and we have a few little mini classes coming up.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, so stop in and sign up. They're really fun.
Check out the schedule. Cutest little shop there in Kaysville. Thank you so much. This was really fun. I gave you a hard time, but it really is fun. The effect